Okay, so we were starting convolution sum which we did earlier. Okay, so some of the problems we did in the convolution sum. So some more problems we'll do mm, based on this convolution sum. Okay, so now take this problem which is given by h of n, which is h of n, which is equal to u of u of n u of n minus u of n minus 8. Okay, so take this one as a h of n, and your x of n will be equal to minus 1 power n, okay, into u of minus n minus u of minus n minus 8. Okay, so now this is the x of n, your x of n, and this is your h of n. So now if you find the x of n, how it will be? So first you find out what is x of n. Okay, how the discrete plot it will be look like. Okay, so now first you find out what is u of minus n minus u of minus n minus 8. Okay, so now if you take this one, so u of minus n will be, it will be in the negative side. Okay, so u of this is minus n. Okay, so it will be in the negative region. So now similarly u of n minus 8 you do. Okay, so first you do u of n minus 8, so then you reflect it. So what will happen? So at 8 it will going to start. Okay, and it will go on. Okay, so now this is u of n minus 8. Okay, so now if you reflect this one, so it will be starting from, so it will be starting from minus 8. Okay, so it will be starting from minus 8, and it will go on like this. So this is your u of n minus, that is minus n minus 8. Okay, so now you have to subtract this one and this one. So u of minus n minus u of minus n minus 8. So now from starting value of minus 8 and here whatever minus 8 is there, so from minus 8 onwards the samples are there. So if you subtract both u of minus n and u of minus n minus 8, so this will give only the samples between, so minus 7 to 0. So if you subtract that one, that is, okay, u of minus n minus u of minus n minus 8. If you subtract u of n minus n minus 8 from u of minus n, so you will get the samples till the value of minus 7. Okay, so these are the samples, so till the value of 0. Okay, so this is your u of minus n minus n minus u of minus n minus 8. So now we need to multiply this one with your minus 1 power n. Okay, so now till the value of minus 7 only it will exist. So you put the value of n from 0 to 7. So what you will get? So for odd multiples you will get minus 1. For even multiples you will get the plus 1. So your x of n will be look like, so your x of n, it will be, so at n equal to 0, so this will be positive value. So this will be having a positive value which is 1. Okay, now n equal to 1, it will be negative value. So this will be minus 1. Okay, and similarly you will go on getting the alternative values, that is plus 1, minus 1, plus 1, and minus 1. Okay, so like this till the value of minus 7 you will going to get. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. This is minus 5, and at 6 you will be having plus 1, and at minus 7 you will be having the value amplitude minus 1. So this is your x of n. Okay, so h of n you know already. So if you subtract these values u of n minus u of n minus 8, you will going to get the 7 samples. Okay, so if you plot h of n, so you will going to get the values from 0 to 7. Okay, so up to value of 7, so you will get the samples 1, the amplitude values 1. Okay, so this is your h of n. Okay, so now we need to take the convolution of these two sequences, that is x of n and h of n. Okay, so now apply the formula, so which is which is y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of k into h of n minus k. Okay, so now you need to plot what is h of n minus k. So h of n minus k will be the reflected version of your h of n up to the samples, 7 samples, that is minus 7. So where this 7 minus 7 will be whenever k becomes equal to n minus 7. So it will become minus 7 when k will be equal to n minus 7. So similarly you will get the samples like this till the value, and it will be, so up to 0 it will be there. Okay, so they here when you will get 0 when k become equal to n. Okay, so this is your h of n minus k. Okay, so now I already know what is x of k. Okay, so which we have drawn earlier, that is sample amplitude value 1 at 0, minus 1. Okay, minus 1 and plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1, so till the value 7, that is minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7. Okay, so now we need to convolve these two signals. Okay, so now how to convolve? So now take the index values. Now see here when n minus 7. Okay, so this k value whenever this is having n minus 7 which is less than minus 7 or which is less than or equal to minus 8, then there is no samples, is it not? So that means, so whenever your n, that is whenever your n minus 8 less than or equal to 0, this will be having the value 0, and if you convolve this it will give the y of n will be equal to 0. Okay, y of n will be equal to 0. So now if you slide this one, okay, so whenever it is become greater than or equal to minus 7. Okay, so now n minus 7 which is greater than n minus 7 which is greater than this value, which is and minus whenever n is greater than minus 7, that is, so whenever this n if it is greater than 7, that is minus 7, greater than minus 7 and it is less than 0. So see here, so the samples of x of n it is exist between minus 7 to 0. So now whenever this n is greater than minus 7 and it is less than 0, then you will get the convolution. So that index value will get the y of n which is equal to summation, that is k varies from, that is minus 7 to n. So since it is less than 0, so where exactly this n will going to sit we don't know, so that's why we'll take minus 7 to n. Okay, so when it is equal to 0 we will take another limit, so that is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so now this is the limit where it is minus 7 to n. So your x of k, it will be equal to minus 1 power k. Okay, so this is minus 1 power k, and it will be h of n minus k will be 1. So now we can do this one whenever your value changes. So you just take the expression in the expressible form. That means take L equal to k plus 7. So if you take L equal to k plus 7, when k equal to minus 7, okay, so when k equal to minus 7, so your L becomes equal to 0, and when k equal to n, when k equal to n, your L becomes equal to, so n plus 7. Okay, so now substitute these limits. So you will get y of n, that is equal to y of n equal to summation, that is L equal to 0 to n plus 7. So minus 1 power, what is the k now it is L minus 7. So substitute the value, so in terms of L, so this whatever you will get the expression L equal to k plus 7. When substitute k value, it will become L minus 7. Okay, so now you evaluate this expression, so you will get the result for this index, that is y of n, which is equal to, so now we take out this minus 7 outside, that is minus 1 power minus 7. So summation L equal to 0 to n plus 7 minus 1 power L. Okay, so now this is in the expressible form. So when alpha is equal to uh, which is not equal to 1, or whenever it is equal to 1, so that we know the expression. So you express that in terms of that expressible form, that is y of n, which is equal to minus 1 power minus 7 into, so now just take minus 1 itself, it has a alpha, that is 1 minus minus 1 power, so it is here n plus 7. So if you take 0 to n minus 1, it will be equal to, the result will be equal to n. So it is, now it is n plus 7, so the resultant will be equal to n plus 8. Okay, n plus 8 divided by 1 minus of minus 1. Okay, so this will be your expression, which will be equal to minus 1 power minus 7 into, so 1 minus of minus 1 power n plus 8 divided by 2. Okay, so this is the expression for your output y of n when n exists between this minus 7. Okay, so when exists between minus 7 to somewhere, it will be n here. Okay, so in between, so there is a samples, it will going to convolve. So there is a samples in between, so it will be convolved, and it is giving the output y of n. Okay, so now, so this is the output for n equal to minus 7 to, that is n less than 0. So now we can see what happens when n is greater than 0. Okay, so now when n is greater than 0 or equal to 0, and n is less than 7. So why it is going to 7, less than or equal to 7 means, you can see here, so this whatever this h of n minus k, it is going to 0 if minus 7 the sample, it is become equal to 0, and whatever zeroth sample, it will go to plus 7. Okay, so that's why, so we need to evaluate 0 to 7, and wherever it is sample, it is there. So even if you take at 0, this sample should be convolved with all the samples of h of n. So that's why when n is greater than or equal to 0, so the index will become n greater than or equal to 0, and it is up to 7 value. Okay, so just this you shift it 7 values, so the seventh sample, it will become here 0, and it will, the zeroth sample, it will go to 7. So that's why we are taking n greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 7. So now what you will we will be having y of n, which is equal to k is varying from, so that is, so when n is greater than or equal to 7 means, so your k value will be n minus 7. So that means n minus 7 to 0. So n is less than 7, less than or equal to 7 means your k value become equal to n minus 7. Okay, so now this is again, so the x power x of n is equal to minus 1 power k, and h of n minus k will be 1. So now this will be, so well known result we know, that is k equal to 0 to n minus 7 minus 1 power k. So this assume it as alpha, and you will get, so 1 minus minus 1 power n minus 6 divided by 1 minus of minus 1. So this will be equal to, so 1 minus of minus 1 power n minus 6 divided by 2. Okay, so this is the value where n, okay, so where this n it is greater than or equal to 0, and in bit it is less than 7. Okay, so now this is the result, so which is for this index. Now when n is greater than 8, okay, when n is greater than, when n is greater than 8, again your y of n will become equal to 0. Okay, so now we can summarize what is y of n. Y of n, it is equal to, okay, so whenever your n is between 0 to minus 7, okay, so whenever your n is between 0 to minus 7, you will get minus 1 power minus 7 into 1 minus of minus 1 power n plus 8 divided by 2. This is whenever n is between minus 7, sorry, this is greater than minus 7 and it is between 0, and you will get between 0 to 7, you will get, so 1 minus of minus 1 power n minus 6 divided by 2, and this is when n is between 0 to 7, that is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 7, and 0 otherwise. So that means whenever n is less than minus 7, that is my less than or equal to minus 8, and n greater than or equal to 8. So this will be, after this values it will become 0. So this is about the convolution. So is it understood? Any doubt? Hello? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So any doubt, anybody? If you don't get it, you just tell me index values, I will tell you. Anybody is having any doubt? Understood? Okay. So take another problem and try to solve this one. Now try to solve this one. So take the values x of n equal to x of n, which is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 5. Okay, h of n equal to your u of n, and also find what is y of minus 19 and y of 2, y of 0 and y of 15, y of 15 and y of 28. So find out these values after finding the convolution. Okay, so you can find out what is the convolution of this, and you can find the values of this output sample. Try to find. So try to evaluate the x of n and h of n. So that is write the plot. X of n will be equal to, that is, so this will be having a 0. So that means you will be having 1, 1, 2 and then 5. Okay, so the 0, 1, 2 and 3. This is amplitude values, that is 1, 1, 2, 5. And your h of n, you know already h of n, that is u of n. So if you directly write h of n minus k, so it will be somewhere here where n is become equal to, that is, so this is the sample where k equal to n, and this k is wherever it is become equal to, so n minus k, that is some samples is shifted. Okay, so this is the reflected version. So and even you can try to plot this where till value of when k equal become equal to n. Okay, so this is n minus k, so somewhere here we will get the n minus k sample. Okay, so now we need to convolve these two signals. So now you try to do it. What is y of n? Find out what is the y of n for the limits. So when n is less than 0, you can see here, so when n is less than 0, your output will be 0. Okay, so your output will be 0. So since the x of n is very limited samples, even you can find out what is n at n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, like that also you can do. So since the x of n is the limited samples, you can do that also. So now you can find out what is at n equal to 0. So you know at n equal to 0, the expression you know, that is summation k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity and x of k into h of n minus k. So now just put the value of n equal to 0, it will be x of k into h of minus k. Okay, so now x of k, put k value. So k value you can, now this one you can take it as x of k itself. So x of n can write it as x of k. So now when k is varies from 0 to 3. Okay, so this will be, you can write it as, so this summation you can write it as k varies from 0 to 3 x of k into h of n minus k. So now when k equal to 0 and n equal to 0, you can see, so your y of n will be equal to x of 0 into h of 0. So that is 1 into 1. So you can see here h of 1, that is h of 0, it will be having a sample 1, and here also it will be having a sample 1. So what you will get, 1 into 1, it will become equal to 1. Okay, so this is your y of 0. And similarly you can find out what is y of n. Find out what is y of n, that is y of 1. Put the value of n equal to 1 and k varies from 0 to 3 again. So that means, so the sample is shifted by 1 unit. So this x of n minus k, it is shifted by 1 unit, that is h of n minus 1 when k become equal to 1. Okay, so when k become equal to 1, so here when k is equal to 0, oh sorry, you can take the index value because it is varying from 0 to 3. K equal to 0, your y of n will be equal to x of 0 into h of 0. Now when k equal to 1, so what is the value when k equal to 1? It is h of n minus 1. You take the sample 1, it is shifted by 1 unit. So if it is shifted by 1 unit, what will happen? You will get the two samples, right? So you will get the, So it is shifted by 1 unit. So we will get the two samples, that is convolution is 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1, which is equal to 2. Okay. So similarly y of 2, you can see what is y of 2. Again it is shifted by one more sample. So you will get, so 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus, so the second value it is having amplitude value 2, so 2 into 1 you will get the value 2, so which will be equal to 4. Okay. So similarly what is y of 3? So again it is shifted by one more sample, so that is, so since it is infinite sequence, so it is shifted by one unit each time. So now what you will get, 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 5 into 1. So now what you will get, y of 3, y of 3 will be equal to 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 5 9. So now if you shift any time, so your y of 4 5, it will be equal to these samples multiplied by this one. The same sample you will going to get, whatever the samples you going to get after this, y of 4 y of 5, whatever it is, only these samples will be multiplied. So you will get y of 4 also 9, y of 5 also 9. So like this you will go on getting. So now you see, so what are all the samples which they asked? So you need to write. Now what is y of 19? Y of minus 19. So which is equal to 0, because when n is less than 0, so it will become, you will get y of minus 19 0. So now what is y of 2, which we have find out? So y of 2 is nothing but your 4, the value which is output value which is equal to 4. So now what is y of 15? So y of 15 you will going to get 9, and similarly y of 28, this will also you will going to get 9. Okay. So and y of 0, so y of 0 you will be having the value 1. So these are all the samples which they asked to calculate the convolution. Okay. So is it understood? Hello? Hello? Is it understood? Any doubt in this? Hello? Kusuma, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bhavyashree,
Yes, sir. Understood.
okay. So now do another problem. Okay, take x of n, which is defined by x of n, which is defined by 1, from n value varies from 0 to 4. Okay, and 0 otherwise. So this is your x of n, and similarly your h of n, which is defined by alpha power n, it is between 0 to the value which is 6, and 0
Screen
Sir,
not visible,
screen
sir.
is not visible.
just a minute. Okay, so x of n is defined by it is amplitude value 1 between 0 to 4, and alpha power n, the h of n is defined by alpha power n only between 0 to 6 and 0 otherwise. So this is the uh, h of n and x of n. So now we need to find the convolution sum of this. Okay, so now where here alpha is greater than 1, so whatever the alpha value which is greater than 1. Okay, and also plot the output. Okay, so also they are asking for plotting the output, plot the output for alpha equal to 2. So whatever you will get y of n, the response, also you need to plot for alpha equal to 2. Okay. So now we need to evaluate this. So first plot the x of n and h of n. Okay. So if you plot x of n, what you will get? X of n is between 0 to 4. Okay. So this is 0 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is your x of n. Okay. So similarly you can plot it at h of n. So h of n is alpha power n. So when alpha is greater than 1. So when alpha is greater than 1, it will be a growing exponential. So when n equal to 0, it will become 1, and n equal to 1, it is growing like this. Okay. So whatever alpha greater than 1 you take, it is growing till the value infinity. So now this is your h of n. Okay. So now you convert it to x of k and h of n minus k form. So what is x of k? So your x of k will be equal to the same thing. So which is having the 4 samples up to the value of n equal to 4. So if you take x of k, so this k axis which will be equal to 4. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now find it out what is h of n minus k. So it is a reflected version of the h of n, that is, so here it is 1 and here it is 2 and here it is 3, like this it will go. Okay, so this is your h of n minus k, and where n is equal to k, when n equal to become equal to k, this sample exists. And your h of n minus k, when k equal to somewhere n minus k, it will be exist here. Okay, so till the value of infinite value, you will get the samples like this. It is a growing exponential. So now we need to find out what is the indexes. So now just you slide this x of n minus k. Okay, till this all the samples will get convolved. Okay, you need to find out what is the overlap region when the index is less than 0 and greater than 4 and in between. Okay, so that is the overlapping region. You need to find it out for the proper values of index. So now you can see whenever n is greater than, so whenever n is less than 0, that is this side. Okay, so whenever this n, whatever we get the value of n with this value of n, if it is less than 0, what will happen? Your output will be 0. Okay, your y of n will be equal to 0. So now another index is when n is greater than 0 and less than 4. That means whenever n is greater than or equal to 0 and n is less than 4. So n is less than 4 means you should not put the value index 4. It is less than means you should take the value n, index value n. I don't know where exactly that n is. So the second summation will be equal to your, so it will be k equal to 0. So it is, since it is equal to 0 we have taken, and it is less than 4 means I don't know what is the value of n, you have to put the value of n. So this is your y of n for second index, which is n greater than or equal to 0 and less than 4. So this will be equal to, so what is x of k? X of k is 1 and h of k will be equal to, that is n minus k will be equal to alpha power n minus k. Okay, so this is the value of the x of k and h of n minus k. So now we know this expression in terms of the expressible form, so you can find it out easily. So this will be, I'll take it as n outside, which is equal to alpha power n, and summation k equal to 0 to n and alpha power minus k. Okay, so this we know, you can write it as alpha power n into, so 1 minus alpha power minus 1 power n. So since it is, if it is having 0 to n minus 1, we will be having the value which is alpha power uh, So if it is 0 to n, it will be having n plus 1, because one value it is advanced, which is equal to n plus 1 divided by 1 minus alpha power minus 1. Okay, so this is the output for the index n is greater than 0 and n is less than 4. So now we can simplify this, so you will get the value. So simplify that, that is, so what is your y of n? Y of n will be equal to alpha power n into 1 minus alpha power minus 1 power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus alpha power minus 1. Okay, so this is the equation we got. We need to, so properly you need to express this. So this one you can multiply alpha power n inside. So what you will get, alpha power n minus alpha power, so this is minus n minus 1. If you multiply this n plus 1 inside this one, you will get alpha power minus n minus 1, and this alpha power n you have to multiply, so that is alpha power n. So here, so you will get 1 over alpha power minus 1. This you can express it as 1 over 1 minus 1 over alpha. So now we will get, so alpha power n will get cancel, and you will get alpha power n minus alpha power minus 1. So this divided by 1 minus, that is alpha minus 1 divided by alpha. So this will be equal to, you take alpha this to the numerator, you will get alpha power n plus 1 minus 1, so divided by alpha minus 1. So this will be equal to 1 minus, so take minus outside both in the numerator and denominator, you will get 1 minus alpha power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus alpha. So this is the expression for where, so your value, the n value which is equal to greater than or equal to 0 and less than 4. Okay, so this is the expression. So now we need to find it out the next index value, so which is, so as I said, so now it is between 0 to n somewhere here. Okay, so this you are sliding, so the overlapping region is 0 to n 0 to n. So now when it is become equal to 4, okay, so when is n is greater than or equal to 4, what will happen? So this you slide, so till the greater than or equal to 4, that means, so the samples are from here to here, so it will go on exit. So when it is greater than or equal to 4, n is greater than or equal to 4. So now what will happen? So when is n is greater than or equal to 4, so your y of n will be limit, so this will be summation, so the summation, if it is greater than or equal to 4, since the sample C's exist between only 0 to 4, that is x of k, it is exist only between 0 to 4. When n is greater than or equal to 4, the summation exists only between 0 to 4, because the overlapping region is only 0 to 4. So that's why you will get k equal to, so 0 to 4, and you will get the x of k into h of n minus k. So x of k will be 1 and h of n minus k will be alpha power n minus k. So now you can evaluate this one, so that is y of n, which is equal to alpha power n into summation k equal to 0 to 4 alpha power minus k. So now you know this expression already, so which will be given it as alpha power n into 1 minus alpha power minus 1 power 5, because it is having 4 plus 1, it will become 5. Okay, so divided by 1 minus alpha power minus 1. Okay, so similarly here whatever we did, the calculations, so similarly you can do here also. So for this value, so we will get the final equation. Okay, so you can manipulate this, so answer is, you can know that what is the value of, so that is alpha in final resultant, that is alpha power n minus alpha power minus 5 into alpha power n divided by 1 over, that is 1 minus 1 over alpha. Okay, so now what you will get, so this one you will get, that is n minus 5 you can get. So I will express here, so that is alpha power, so the y of n which will be equal to alpha power n minus alpha power n minus 5, so divided by alpha minus 1 divided by alpha. So you can express this as alpha power n plus 1 minus alpha power n minus 4, because this alpha it is multiplied here, you will get n minus 4 divided by alpha minus 1. So this will be equal to, so if you take negative outside, this will be equal to alpha power n minus 4 minus alpha power n plus 1. So this divided by, so this divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so this is for where n is so greater than or equal to 4. Okay, so now, so you can see here, so one more index it is there. So whenever it is n greater than or equal to 4, it will become so the overlapping region between 0 to 4. So now wherever this n minus k, it is after this value, that is after this 4 value, but this will become till the value of, that is, so here, so you can see, so here, so you can see the index, it is between 0 to 6. Okay, so here when n minus 6, okay, n minus 6, so now we slide this one till the value of 4. So now if you go on sliding it, so this n minus 6, from 4 to n minus 6 also samples will be there. So you need to multiply all these 4 samples till the value of this n minus 6. So that means whenever the n, so which is greater than 4 and n minus 6, n minus 6 less than or equal to 4, that is, so whenever n greater than 4 and n minus 6 less than 4, so you will get the summation, so which is equal to, okay, your y of n will be equal to summation k equal to n minus 6 to 4. Okay, so this will be again 1 and you will be having alpha power n minus k. So okay, so now you can put the value of L equal to k plus 6, so that you can put it in the expressible form. So okay, so whenever k become equal to, so 6, okay, so it is n minus 6. Now whenever when we want to get the value of k equal to 0, so just manipulate this properly, otherwise you will not get the correct result, that is y of n equal to, I can express this as k equal to, that is 4 to n minus 6 alpha power n minus k. So now when L equal to k minus 4, so that means whenever k value equal to 4, this L will become equal to 0, that is when k value equal to 4, so you will get n equal L equal to 0, and when k equal to n minus 6, so your L will be equal to n minus 6 minus 4, which is equal to n minus 10. Okay, so now change the value, that is index value, which will be given by y of n, which is equal to summation L equal to 0 to n minus 10, and alpha power n minus k value will be, so L plus 4. substitute the value of k here, okay, which will be equal to L plus 4. So this will be equal to alpha power n plus n minus 4. You take it outside, this is minus. If you multiply alpha power minus 4, it will be there, and you take it this outside, and you will get L equal to 0 to n minus 10 and alpha power minus L. So now you can express in this in terms of the expressions we know, that is alpha power n minus 4 into 1 minus, so that is alpha power minus 1 power n minus 9. So this divided by 1 minus alpha power minus 1. Okay, so this is the output for, so n is, when n it is become equal to greater than 4 and it is n minus 6 less than 4. Okay, so this is the output. So you can summarize the output values whatever we got. That is, now we can manipulate this also. So that is, in the sense, you take the alpha power minus 1 and if you multiply alpha power n minus 4 inside, so you will get the value y of n, so which is equal to alpha power n minus 4 minus alpha power 7. Okay, so this divided by, that is 1 minus alpha. Okay, so this is the final expression which you will get for the index between 4 to n minus 6. So now we can express the final output, how we will get that y of n, that is y of n which will be equal to, so 0 when n is less than 0, and you will get 1 minus alpha power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus alpha. So between uh, 0 which is n less than or equal to, that is 4 less than 4, and you will get alpha power n plus, that is n minus 4 minus alpha power 7 divided by 1 minus alpha, which is between 0 to n, that is n between, that is 4 to 10. Okay, sorry, this it is not 4 to 10, it is, this is between 6 to 10, and in between you have from 4 to 6, which is, so which is equal to, which we have derived, that is n minus 4 minus alpha power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so these are the outputs which we got for indexes. Okay, so this is the output value, and also you need to plot y of n for alpha equal to 2. So you put the value of alpha equal to 2. So for different values of indexes we will going to get, that is y of n, you can plot it, that is for different value of alpha equal to 2. Okay, so when is n is less than 0, it will be, the output will be 0. Okay, so when n is equal to 0, you put the value of n equal to 0, and here, so alpha equal to 2, 2 power 0 plus 1, it is 2 power 1, so 1 minus, so 2 power 1 by 1 minus 2, so we will get, so 1 minus 2 by 1 minus 2, it will give value 1. Okay, so this is a value at n equal to 0, and similarly at n equal to 1, so put the value n equal to 2 and you will get the value 3. Okay, and similarly you go on putting the values 7, so for n equal to 1, 2 and like that, so you will going to get the samples, so till the value of 10. So because we are the index which is vary between 0 to 10, so we will get the samples from 0 to 10. So this is for y of n when alpha equal to 2. Okay, This is for when alpha equal to. Okay, so this is the convolution for this signal whatever we uh, took the values. So for this sample, so for this problem, so that is the output. So is it okay? So any doubt in this? Hello.